asked me, "Are you?" It's weird. I'm like, why would you ask that? It's weird. Right, we are live. Hey, everybody,
Hello.
welcome to the channel. We are live. I'm sorry if I sound weird. I will say this right now. I think I'm coming down with some kind of throat cold. I've been coughing and feeling a bit today, but I've dosed myself up on vitamin C. I've got some painkillers in my mouth, and hopefully my voice doesn't give out. But we have the adorable my sister Jess from Keto Homestead with Jess, and I'm going to let her have the floor and let her talk about her channel and what she does, and hopefully you guys will learn something and put questions in the chat, guys.
Hello. You put me on the spot there for a second, Gemma. So my channel is obviously about keto and homesteading, and my mainly it's about my homesteading journey now, but in the beginning it was about my keto journey and how I lost over 190 pounds on keto, and I just implemented the keto into my lifestyle because I grow all my own food, so growing your own food is basically keto. So that's where my channel started from. What's that?
I'm just saying good evening to the chat. Some extras just popped in.
Hello. So that's where my channel started from, and it has grown pretty big now. So now I'm focusing more on the homesteading side of things, and then we also have a Monday night and Friday night live where everybody just kicks back, and I do request nights, and we just chill out and have music and have a good time. And then on Wednesday mornings, we do a wake up with Jess, and that could be anywhere from 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until I wake up. It's not really a scheduled live. It's basically a pop-up where you guys can hang out in my kitchen while I do dishes or cook or can or whatever I'm up to that day.
Absolutely. Jess's channel is very informal, guys. If you don't know about homesteading or how to care for your home or your animals or how to do like a regular routine, Jess's channel is very informative that way. She shows you what she does and how to educate people. You know, she's very open about like what she believes in and how she runs her homestead and everything. Hey, Tasha, good to see you. Hey, Moody Mother, I appreciate you watching the replay. Hey Mooney, hey Firefly, good to see you. I'm sorry if I sound poopy because my throat is irritating me, but hey ho, we will see how my voice holds. I hope.
Hi Firefly. Some of my
Tasha.
Some of my community's starting to come over. Hopefully we'll see some more. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. I appreciate anyone that comes over from Jess's channel. You know, I know a lot of you guys do come over from Jess's channel who do support me, so I appreciate all the support that comes in. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great night. I really appreciate everyone that comes in to support Jess. This is Jess's time, and we want to get to know more about her and her channel and her experiences. And you know, I want Jess to have the floor. Really, you know, it's my channel, but you know, Jess is my sister, and I absolutely adore her. So I'm going to let her have the floor to open the chat up and let her share some of her, you know, her experiences because I think it's essential and important. And what she does is a fantastic channel. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, Lexi Ann. That means a lot. She says Jess has an amazing channel, 100%. Yeah, and here I've been starting to get a lot of memberships on my channel. So I've been trying to implement a lot more extra stuff for my members. And one of those things that I just opened up was movie night on Saturdays. And I've decided to do the movie night once a month, every third Saturday of the month. And we had our last one this past Saturday, and we watched The Mother with Jennifer Lopez. It was behind the scenes. It wasn't live. So basically you just get on StreamYard, and instead of going live, you just have people on the panel in the background, and everybody could watch the movie. And it turned out really good. We had about 4 people show up, and it was a blast. I hope next time we do it, we have a lot more show up, but it was small, intimate, and we all got to chit chat, you know, in the chat behind the scenes while the movie was going, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm trying to implement a lot more things for my channel members and my
Yeah.
supporters and stuff like that. Gemma, did you get to see my Monday Night Live?
Yes, I was in there for a little bit before I went to bed. I came in to hello and stayed for a bit, and then I crashed.
Okay. Yeah, my Monday night lives are pretty late for you,
Yeah,
but
it's like 2 a.m. for me. So
yeah. Yeah, so halfway through the stream, which you probably didn't see, I did take an intermission and we just chit chatted for a little bit. One of the other things is sometimes people like to do donations of super chats or super stickers or anything like that. And when
yeah,
somebody donates a super sticker or super chat, they can leave you a message with that sticker. And some of my
yeah,
supporters, they'll say donation for fur baby fund or donation for this or that. And so what I did this month is when I did get paid from YouTube, I took that money and I purchased those things, which my supporters had no idea. But I purchased those things in the
okay,
super chat and brought them up on panel during the live stream. And it was pretty funny. Firefly donated a super chat for an underwear fund. So I went out and got a big old pair of granny panties for her underwear fund,
nice.
showed those on the panel. It was pretty funny. They got a kick out of that. So we're always trying to do something fun and lighthearted.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't know what Jess, when I first met Jess on her channel, one of the things that I learned about her was like her dedication to her like healthy eating, the cooking stuff that she was doing. Like it's insane to me, like, all the different ingredients she was using for all these different recipes, and it's so intriguing to see how she prepares things because she actually shows you step by step of what she's actually doing, and it was fascinating to see all the different things that you've cooked over the time that I've known you. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I can't believe this is my third year on YouTube. I'm still a newbie in my eyes. I'm still learning things every single day. But 3 years, wow. I can't
You're
believe
more of a
how far
natural
I've
than
come.
me.
Huh?
I know, 3 years. That's insane. Like that seems so quick. Like I thought you'd been on YouTube a lot longer than that. It feels a lot longer than that. It feels
I
like I've
know.
known you for years and years and years. It's like it feels like I've known you the whole of my YouTube life. Basically, it's like I've known you for so long. It just feels like you've been on there longer than that. But it's 3 years. It's still a really great achievement. It's still a way of interacting with people. Hey, Paul, Fitness Hutch. Hey, HCF Paranormal. Hey, Trevor Houston, Tasha.
Hi,
Good to see
CF.
you.
Trevor says,
Yeah,
congratulations
Trevor
on
says
3 years. Thank
congratulations on
you.
3 years. Yeah, Jess has an amazing channel. Her confidence. I've seen her go from being fairly anxious streaming to she's a boss at streaming now. Like every time I log on to her streams, like she's more natural than I am, and I've been streaming nearly full time for three and a bit years.
Yeah.
So it's still scary to me. Hello, Rafwan. Selkie, good to see you. How you doing, Rafwan?
Well,
I hope you're doing good.
yeah, and
She's
we
a
met.
ASMR channel, so she's good.
Hello. Me and Gemma met, it was 3 years. It was my first year
Yeah,
on YouTube that we met. So we've been
yeah.
connected for 3 years now. And I think we've both come a very long way from where
Oh yeah,
we
we've both
met.
come a long way. Like you've helped me like so much with like my anxiety and stuff. Like Jess will tell you that I used to go into her. I remember the first time she was like, "Oh, Gemma, come up on the panel," and I'm like, I was an anxious wreck. Like I kept fidgeting, and I was just like, "Oh no, like, I'm gonna make a really bad like name for myself and make myself look like an idiot." And Jess was like the most sweetest, kindest person. She's like, "No, don't worry. You can always turn your camera off." And I managed to stay on her panel the whole time. I think it was like a 2 hour stream at that point that you started streaming. I was like, "Wow, I lasted 2 hours." I was quite
That's because we had so
impressed
much
with myself.
fun.
So it was nice.
Yeah, we had so
Yeah, we
much
had so
fun.
much fun. It was amazing. Like we still do. And that's the thing. We
Yeah.
still have a lot of fun on your channel. It's amazing. But
Hmm.
it's a way to relax. Like for me, I can come to your channel and go, ooh, because then I can see what you're doing and I can support you rather than having to think, oh, I've got a stream on mine. So, it's a lot more easier for me to relax on yours. So,
yeah. And that's the
hey,
thing
Dr.
too,
Smith, how you
like
doing? Hey, Claire.
even after that first
Chef Derry, good to see
time
you.
that we were on the panel together, we've streamed probably
Yep.
at least a dozen or a half dozen times since then together. We don't stream all the time together, but every once in a while we'll get together and have another good
Yes,
time.
Paul. This is
Hi,
Keto
Fitness
Homestead with
Hutch.
Jess's channel. If one of my moderators could do Jess a favour and me a favour, please. If someone could drop Jess's channel link in the chat for me, and then you can go over there and subscribe. So if one of my mods could do me a favour, because I can't, because I haven't got the YouTube window open, I've only got the StreamYard window open, because usually if I have YouTube open, it will crash. So I don't tend to have YouTube open on StreamYard, because it freezes for some reason.
Thank you, Fitness Hutch.
Hey, Penny. Good to see you still awake with us. Good to see you.
Yeah, so one of my
Mooney
goals.
says, does she make you feel comfortable and growing of your channel? Yeah, she's my sister, Mooney. She's my sister. She looks after me. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so right now my number one goal is I am trying to get my 4,000 watch hours. I know I don't need 4,000. I have my 3,000, but my own personal goal is 4,000. I want to keep up with that. I only have 600 more watch hours to get, so that's super exciting. That's, like I said, just a personal goal. And then also another personal goal is I would like to boost my channel up to 3,000 subscribers. I think I'm sitting at 2.7 right now. So these are just personal goals of my own channel. And yeah, I'm just trying to reach my achievements.
Thank you to Fitness Touch for putting Jess's channel in the link for me in the chat, because if we can get a lot of the family community here, I know a lot of you already connected with Jess, but if you're not, go over to her channel, leave her a genuine organic comment, and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads or live streams from her, because you'd really learn a lot. And she has mega fun live streams, so if you want to go over there and do some learning, get your backsides over there, because it'll be good.
Yes, please. Thank you. And that's another thing about my channel too. I have a really good community. Everybody in there is just so welcoming and loving. Hanging with Mr. J. Thanks for coming over.
Hey, Mr. J.
We just have an awesome community over there. Yes, and we have a mug club. But they're very welcoming. So you will definitely feel welcome and comfortable in any of my live streams or on my channel. And also there is no any type of drama or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. So we just have a good time and try to relax.
Jess is very protective of people in her channel and her chat. She doesn't put up with any BS like me. She's very quick to get rid of things like that, and she runs a respectful channel, and that's the way that I run my channel too. So yeah, don't go over there and be a douchebag, please. If you are going to go there and subscribe, hit the bell and leave her some messages so then she knows you're genuine. And Trevor's just said that he's just subscribed to you, so
well, welcome to my family, Trevor, and thank you. Yeah, you come over to my channel and you try to cause problems, you better watch out, because these mods will kick you out faster than you can type.
Absolutely. Penny says Jess is lovely with a smiley heart face.
Oh, thank you, Penny.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Jess is really good. Like, if you don't know, not just about homesteading, but Jess is very on top of mental health, and she likes to discuss people with disabilities, and she helps to raise the profile, and she's very good about that as well, because a lot of her subscribers, certainly from my side, are people with disabilities who want somewhere to go to feel safe, and including Jess is very accepting of people. She understands people's differences and everything like that. So if you want a place where you want to feel safe, then go over to Jess's channel, because you'll get really good acceptance over there. So
yep, no judgment. We all have our own issues we're going through, and I also deal with mental illness. I have anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Mine's normally weather related. It's seasonal anxiety and depression, but I know what it feels like, and I accept everybody.
Exactly. Woodshed Theory says you also have a mug club. I love it, because Woodshed Theory, Claire has a mug club as part of her channel where people have bought her porch coffee mugs, and she calls it Mug Club. So she's quite impressed by yours.
That's awesome. Well, and that's the thing too. That's something new that I'm trying to implement. We are low income here on the homestead, so we try to provide everything ourselves. And I have been trying to work on some merch for my channel, and one of the things were the mugs and the t-shirts and hoodies, and now I also have a tumbler that I'm working on. So hopefully by next month those will be all up and ready for purchase. So I'm really excited about that. So Wednesday mornings, you know, when I do my Wake Up with Jess, it will eventually be turned into Mug Club instead of Wake Up with Jess. And nice. That was a request by the viewers. And that's another thing on my channel. I don't believe that channel is just my channel. Hey, the Stock Explorer, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. I don't believe it's just my channel. It's my viewers' channel, my supporters' channel. You guys are the ones that help me make decisions. If there's suggestions, I always take that into consideration. Any ideas or anything like that, all of my subscribers are completely involved with my channel on what I'm doing and before I make those decisions. So I think that's a pretty cool feature too on my channel. It's not just my channel.
Yeah, Woodshed Theory Claire says to you, let her know if you have any questions about how to set up the e-commerce. So I guess she means like the online selling stuff. She said that you can ask her if you've got questions.
I definitely will need help when that time comes.
And then the Fitness Touch Paul says, do you eat a keto diet, Jess? I've just started having the carnivore diet.
Yes, I do the keto lifestyle, the keto diet. I have been on the keto diet now for 13 years. And so I haven't had any processed foods or sugars or anything like that in 13 years.
Dizzy. Good to see everybody in the chat. We've just got some new people come in. Nora and Dizzy J. Good to see you, Dizzy. How you doing? And Goldie, good to see you. And Dr. Smith says, Jess, you've lost a ton. Hubba bubba, keto Jess.
Well, thank you.
Dr. Smith, no, probably Jess probably wouldn't be into that, buddy. Probably not. Okay, Tasha, take care, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
No eating challenges. I don't do any eating challenges.
No, me and Jess aren't kind of them people, Dr. Smith. We're not kind of people who have the eating challenges. So that's not really our forte of interest. So, Firefly says, ask you about your centipede story. She put it in the chat. I just saw it come up again.
Oh my goodness, Firefly. So I'm not a very extravagant woman, but I do love my eyelashes. And so I wear fake eyelashes. And the story goes, one night I was super tired and I went to bed with my fake eyelashes on, and I woke up with my husband smacking me in the forehead. He thought I had a centipede on my forehead. However, it was my eyelash. It fell off and got stuck to my forehead. So I woke up getting beat basically because he thought I was getting invaded by centipedes.
Oh dear, that's not good.
So yes, I try not to go to sleep with eyelashes on anymore.
No, I was gonna say you don't need to have eyelashes. You've got beautiful eyelashes anyway. I don't see why you would need them.
I don't need them. I just like them.
Well, there's a difference, yeah. You're a pretty girl without them. You don't need eyelashes. And Claire's laughing. She says, haha, they get everywhere. So I assume Woodshed Theory's had some experience with them. Okay, Penny, see you later. Hey, Joey. Good to see you, Joey Brooklyn. How you doing? I hope you're well. Mooney's laughing. But yeah, you know, Jess is an absolutely adorable channel. You know, she has a lot of different things that she does on her channel as well. And she's just a really sweet lady. If you want to have a friend, and you know, she's just very sweet and authentic. And there's not a lot of channels that you know I know like that. Okay, Paul, I'll see you later. Take care. But yeah, you know, it's really interesting to see how you different backgrounds mesh and connect with people. You know, it's good. So
Goodbye,
Yeah,
Penny.
it's all
Thanks
good.
for showing up.
Bye, Penny. I know you're not feeling too well, so get better soon, Penny. I know you're not feeling great. I spoke to you earlier, so yeah. It's all good, guys. If you've got any questions, like to let Jess know in the chat, like if you've got any questions or any thoughts about homesteading that you didn't know or want to ask, you can put them in the chat. Firefly says, "Tell us about your farm animals." Hey, Peter.
So
Good to see
currently,
you.
currently right now, I have turkeys and turkey babies. I have the turkey babies in the house right now. They're not old enough to go outside. So if you hear peeps, that's what you're hearing in the background, which is pretty common. If you come over to my lives, you hear the peepers always in the background. I also have chickens and meat rabbits. I have two livestock animal dogs, and I have cats. And I think that's all I have right now. I used to have
Yeah.
cows and goats and pigs, but those are on the back burner right now until hopefully we can implement those back into the homestead.
Very good. Hi, Arrow. How you doing? I hope you're
Hello,
well. Hey,
Pizza.
Mark. How you doing? Hey, Ali. Good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And Firefly says, "Don't forget the fish."
Oh, yes. And Barrett has a fish tank with a fish. He loves his fish.
Yes, and yeah. If you don't know who Barrett is, guys, Barrett is Jess's husband. We call him Mr. Barrett. He tends to make an appearance on Jess's streams, especially the breakfast ones, and sometimes like when he's working out in the yards, you'll see him doing things. So we call him Mr. Barrett, just in case you might see him pop up in my chat. If you see the name Barrett, it'll be Jess's husband because he is a moderator in here as well. So time to time, he does come in and say hello to me in the chat. So just to let you know, if you see the name Barrett, it's Jess's hubby. So yeah, he often comes in to say hello at times when I've been on. So yeah, he's a good
Yes.
guy. He's funny. He's a
He
really
is
nice
funny.
guy.
We do some challenges every once in a while when they're suggested to us. I have some subscribers that like to put us up to funny challenges, and one of them was a skipping video. I'm not sure if you guys seen it going around or not on TikTok or whatever, but there was a skipping challenge a while back, and they said the older you get, you forget how to skip. So we went outside and tested the theory. I was able to skip still. Barrett was not. Barrett tried 3 times. He could not skip. It was a
I
pretty
haven't skipped in years. Wow.
It's a pretty good
Will I be
short.
able to do it now?
You gotta try
I
it.
haven't skipped since I was a little girl. I think the last time I skipped must have been about, gosh, I was like 12, maybe 13, I reckon. Probably.
You ought to
I
try
haven't
it,
skipped in
Gemma. See if
years.
you can still skip.
I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to get myself a skipping rope and just try and do it because I haven't done it in years. Hey, Two Super Pickles, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing, bro? I hope you're good.
Hello. Yes,
I hope
and
you're doing good,
Firefly
Joe.
says you have a greenhouse made from upcycled materials. We do a lot of dumpster diving for building materials. So I do have dumpster hauls on the channel. And last spring, was it last spring? Yeah, Barrett started a greenhouse from scratch. He had no blueprints, or it was just an idea in his head, and he built that greenhouse for basically nothing. The only thing he had to purchase was screws or nails every once in a while, but all the wood, all the roofing, all the shelves, everything in that greenhouse came from upcycled material. So, and of course, I was
very nice.
ecstatic because now I can start all my seeds indoors.
Yeah. Hey, Michigan Outpost. Good to see you. Hope you're well. It's good to see you. Guys, if you don't also know on Jess's channel, if you're into canning or food preservation, Jess also does canning on her channel, and she shows you how she does it. She divides all the food into certain jars, and if you want to learn more about that, that's also another thing she does on her channel. It's very, very interesting. She also does occasionally she's done panels where she's had people on her panel and we just sit and talk and chill out. Hey, UK Medic, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, UK
I hope you're
Medic.
well. So yeah, she does a lot of good, fascinating things on her channel, and it's very informative. It's very educational. I'd suggest you go over there and subscribe if you haven't done already. I'm sure a few of you already are subscribed. I know the Fitness Hutch just subscribed. I know Penny
Thank you so
subscribed to
much.
you, and I think a few others have subscribed to you as well. So,
Stupid Pickle said we did something similar for our chickens and ducks. Very cool. That's what we're working on right now. This year we have been focused on new chicken coops and stuff. So all the dumpster diving is going all to the chickens right now. So that's pretty
that's
cool.
awesome. And also, me and Jess do like the similar kind of music as well. Jess sometimes does music lives where she'll play music for people, and it's absolutely brilliant because like she'll say, "Oh, request a song," and then we'll just chill out and rock out to music. She's done a lot of Elvis songs for me and different songs. It's really funny. I can just sit here and rock out and just like, I bet you'll dance now, Gemma. I'm like, yeah, and I'm walking around my bedroom dancing half the time.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Hey, Wanda, good to see you.
If you guys come over for the Monday night music live or the Friday night music live, make sure you got your dancing shoes on because I guarantee you ain't going to be able to be sitting. Hey, Wanda, thanks for coming in.
Okay, Medic, no worries. We'll see you in a second. No worries. Yeah, the music and the music lives are really great. So if you like music from back in the day and like current music, Jess has a big playlist of different stuff that she does use, and it's amazing. It's really fun. Everyone's just super chilled, and it's nice to be able to talk to her and spend time with her and others who are in the chat. And it's just a really fun channel to be at. So if you want to educate yourselves, I suggest you go over there and hit the bell and subscribe and do all that fun stuff because you'll learn a lot, and I have, and I think you lot will love it too as much as I do. So
yes, and please,
it'd be good to go over there and support her. And
if you guys
Jess is very, very, very good at what she does.
If you guys do come over and subscribe and hit the like button, please leave a comment so I can check you out, so I can find you. I have a really hard time finding you if you don't leave me a comment. But if you leave me a comment, I can press those 3 dots and come right over to your channel. So,
if someone could post Jess's link again in the chat for me, because I know one of my last mods had to go. So if one of my current mods in the chat could put Jess's link back in the chat for me, I would really appreciate it because Joey Brooklyn's asking for it. Hey, Babes and Toyland Annie, good to see you.
Hey, Annie, good to see
Monday
you.
to Friday, Pizza Demon, you are silly. I'll send
I
Gemma
just
how
read
she
that
can
comment too.
eat the stuff we put out. It saves some money. Yeah, Pizza Demon, you are a funny guy. It's gonna be interesting when we meet up, Pizza Demon. That's for sure. But yeah, you were, Joe. I need to get hold of you. Actually, I'll get hold of you later today, or if not tomorrow, I'll get hold of you and we can chat. It's been a while since I've caught up with you as well. But yeah, hey Daniel Berry, good to see you. One of my mods, do me a favor, please. Actually, do your job and put Jess's link in the chat. I shouldn't need to ask again. I have asked like 3 times for someone to drop the link in the chat. Otherwise, I am going to be pulling wrenches because it is something I mentioned yesterday, but I don't really want to mention it now. But I will be pulling wrenches if I don't have mods who are willing to help me out, because that's why you guys have wrenches. So yeah, I think Goldie, is that Jess's channel that you just put in? Because I don't think it doesn't look like the one that.
No, that's not my channel, Gemma. I don't know what that is.
Goldie, you put the wrong link in, darling. It needs to be a Keto Homestead with Jess's channel. Annie says you're all dialed up tonight, Jess.
No.
No, Joe, that's not the right link. Joe, it's Keto Homestead with Jess. Hold on, let me do it on my phone. Hold on. I'll do it. Hold on. Let me do it. Give me a second. I'll do it. Keto Homestead with Jess. Right, share. Copy link. Then I need to go into my own live stream, my channel.
Thank you, Firefly. Gemma, Firefly got it. Thank you, Firefly.
Okay. What I'll do is, where's that pin message? There we go. I pinned it to the top of my live stream chat, guys. You've got no excuse why not to hit the link now. It's pinned to the top of the chat. So if you guys want to do me a favour and go hit the link, it's now pinned. No worries, Joe. It still had the word keto in it, but Jess has got her specific name on her link, so we know it's her. So no worries, Joe. I appreciate you trying to find it though. Gemma, if I need to groove, I must move. Pizza Demon, hey Charlie, bro, good to see you. How you doing? I hope you're well. There you go. Joe's got it now. Yep, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, guys. If you want to head over and subscribe to Jess's channel. Yeah. Okay, so Annie, I'm very childish. I've got my polka dot pajama top on the bottom, and I was like, yeah, you guys don't want to see me in pajamas, so I've put my polka dot dress back on that I was wearing during the day, so I look smart on camera. So yeah, I've got pajama top and dress.
Welcome to my channel, so, yeah. Charlie. I thought it was pretty funny when I came behind the backstage with Gemma to get ready to go live. I was like, we match! What the heck?
I know, right? I wasn't expecting you to wear polka dots. I was like, what? It's all good. Because see, we do the same thing. We have fashion sense.
Yes.
We wear similar things, which is good because we know how we like each other's fashion sense, and that's another thing. Me and Jess are very on top of each other's likes, and we know what we like, and we know what we dislike, and we're very similar. Like, we're both people who like to research things about our live streams and topics, and we're very focused when it comes to our channel. So that's another good thing with regards to Jess as well. We both like to research a lot of things. I need to learn how to put the links up. No worry, Pete, so you're fine.
Although Gemma is way more organized. I'm more of a basket case, fly by the seat of my pants.
Hi, Richard.
Person.
No, it's just I guess because I have more time during the day. I'm just sitting here writing my diary, planning things, and so today I've put in my diary here. I put must make sure I'm prepped for Jess's stream with me on my channel, and I've underlined it. So it's I've literally underlined it so many times. I'm like, be prepped, be ready. I'm like, yes, I'm prepped. I'm good. So I've literally just made sure I was ready to go. I was like, have I done this? Have I done that? Have I checked that I'm dressed properly? Have I had my dinner? Have I got a drink? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, so I'm good. Hey, Dizzy. Dizzy's just subscribed. Joey Brooklyn's just subscribed.
Welcome to my family.
Pizza Demon says, I heard the spots in front of your eyes, but huh? Pizza Demon, what you on about? You are very confusing, dude. Yeah, Dizzy, I pinned a link from Firefly's comment, so it's pinned at the top of the chat. So anyone who wants to know Jess can go and click on the link and subscribe. Okay, Trevor, take care. I'll see you on the next one. No worries.
Have a good night, Trevor.
Good to see you. You came in. I'm lurking in the background. I'm still on the phone. No worries, Medic. I appreciate you still being here, bud. No worries. I know you've got a lot of things going on with work and stuff, so you're cool. No worries. All good. Welcome to the chat. Smash the like button. Exactly, Pickles. Thank you for encouraging people to do that. And Mooney says hello to everyone. Thank you, Mooney, for welcoming people. I appreciate that. See, this is the thing I like about my moderators in the chat, because a lot of you guys do actually welcome people, because sometimes I can't. If I'm chatting to a panel guest, I can't be chatting both to the chat and the panel at the same time, because my brain just goes, ah. So, yeah, my effort is with Jess and to talk to her. And yes, Pizza Demon, I'm polka dot mad. Get over it. I'm basically dressed this way pretty much all the time. I have, right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new polka dot dresses in the last month that I've worn. So, yeah, I've got another 2 being delivered by the end of the week. So, yeah.
I love polka dots. Yeah,
Jess's channel was amazing, guys.
Yeah, I like polka dots too, but I'm not as obsessed as Gemma. Gemma's got me beat on all the dresses.
Yeah, Jess, has her own style. We dress similar because it's comfortable. It's just a nice design to wear. It makes me feel good. So, but this is about Jess. This isn't about me, guys. I need to stop being distracted. I'm going to end up being like, wow. So this is about Jess. This isn't about me. Thank you, Ali, for sharing me out. Hey, Miss Sunshine. Good to see you.
Hello, Sunshine.
But yeah, this is what I'm like on the stream, guys. If I get distracted, my brain goes, what am I doing? So I'm trying to keep myself on track. This is about Jess. This isn't about me, guys. I appreciate, you guys trying to interact with me, it's about Jess and her channel. It's not about me, guys. So if you keep focused on Jess, that would really help me, because otherwise I want to end up being like,
Firefly asks,
brain
what sugars can you eat? I personally enjoy stevia. That's my go-to. But when it comes to cooking or canning, I use monk fruit. And I could use erythritol, but I just don't, because it's poisonous to animals. And we give our leftover foods to the animals from time to time. And I do not want poison to animals. So I stick to my stevia and my monk fruit.
Oh wow, very nice. I didn't realize there were so many different types of sugar. Like, I knew about, you talked about stevia and the different ones that you've gone and used, and I didn't realize there were so many different types that you could use. That's fascinating. I didn't realize there were so many.
I believe those are the 3 that won't rise your blood sugar levels. So those are the 3 that I stick with. Well, 2. But those are the 3.
Firefly has got another question for you. She says, do you grow stevia? Is it a leaf or is it a root?
Stevia is considered an herb, and you harvest the leaf. You allow it to dry, and then you can ground it down, and then that's what you use. You don't use the root.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Nice. Guys, can you stop putting song lyrics in the chat? That's getting really distracting. I'm trying to focus on Jess, and you guys are putting song lyrics in the chat. It's kind of confusing to me. I'm trying to talk to Jess, and all I can see is song lyrics in the chat. It's getting a bit confusing. I don't mind you guys obviously having a laugh and putting stuff like that in the chat, but when I'm trying to talk to a panel guest and all I can see is like lyrics coming down on my screen, it's like, huh? What? It's a bit confusing. But yeah, thank you, Joe, for dropping Jess's link again. I did have it pinned to the top. I don't know what's happened to it, because apparently people are saying that the link's gone, but I pinned it to the top of the chat, so I don't understand where the link's gone if I pinned it, but I don't know. Goldie says, isn't stevia mixed up with a toxin, or do you produce it yourself, Jess?
Most of it I try to produce myself. I'm still growing. I only have 2 plants this year, so it's not quite enough for the intake that I do take. But if I do use store-bought stevia, I do the Pure brand, and the Pure brand there isn't. Hello, Sophie. To me,
Very nice.
To me, it's sweet, but I know a lot of other people think that stevia is bitter or has an aftertaste, but I don't know if it's because I've used it for so long or because I've been keto for so long, but it is not bitter to me.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe, for subbing to Jess's channel. I appreciate that. And Annie says, where can I get a stevia plant, Jess?
I'm not sure. Babes, you're in UK, aren't you? Annie?
No, she's in Canada.
Oh, she's in Canada. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I go to a local nursery for the stevia plants. They're very, very hard to germinate from seed. So I have a local nursery that I deal with that I usually get mine from.
Yeah, Andrew, my friend, is my American sister Jess. Keto Homestead with Jess. Her channel is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to have a look and subscribe. So yeah, yeah, Annie's in New Brunswick, Canada. So yeah, she's in Canada somewhere. You're good. You're good, Annie. No worries.
Annie says anything is way better than aspartame. I agree.
Yeah, it's aspartame. I guess a bad form of sugar. I don't know. I'm not very educated on it.
Aspartame is basically a poison. It's a carcinogenic, and that's what they put in like your Diet Pepsi or your Diet Coke or anything like that. Yeah, aspartame.
It's okay, Sophie. Hey, Dwayne.
Lots of side effects. Alzheimer's.
Firefly has a question for you. She says, do you have a skin routine, or do you use stuff that you make?
I usually use stuff that I make, specifically rose oil is what I use. And that just keeps my face really soft and elastic. I'm 40, so I think it's working. I
You're
guess as
still
the
very
years
young, sis.
as the years go on, we'll see how those wrinkles do with the rose hip oil.
Nice. Dwayne says aspartame is an official sweetener. It's not healthy.
Yes. It's
And
aspartame
Joe.
was basically made in a lab, Gemma.
Okay, and then Joe says, two sweet pickles. Doesn't aspartame apparently cause cancer? I don't know.
Yes, it
I have
does.
no idea. Pizza Demon says to you, Jess, do you grow herbs? If so, what's your favourite use for them?
Yeah, I grow lots of herbs, but I also forage a lot of herbs. I do tinctures and salves. I make my own pills. I don't know. There's too many that are my favorite. I will give you a couple examples. Toothache plant is probably one of my favorite herbs to grow because I can make a tincture out of it. And if you have a toothache, it's like Novocaine. You just put it on your tooth and it will numb it up really well. Or if you have a sore throat, you could use it in a spray bottle and spray it as well. So toothache plant
Okay.
is probably one of my favorites. It's one of the tops. And then of course cranberries. I love cranberries. If you're a woman and you have any type of womanly issues like urinary tracts, bladder infections, or anything like that, cranberries are amazing. Yeah. They make your uterus slippery so you can't get any infection or anything like that. So I will dehydrate cranberries and then grind them down and make my own pills. And then I just store those in a glass pill bottle into the freezer. And I guess my last one would be raspberry leaf tea. Raspberry leaf tea is also very good for a lot of things. So I dehydrate that and I grind it up and store that as well.
Goldie says, if you do, how do you make the rosehip oil?
You collect the rose hips in the fall when they're producing really well. And then I personally use sweet almond oil, and I'll put the rose hips in the oil and boil them down on low, just a light boil, and I'll let those simmer for about an hour, and then I'll strain that all out, let it cool, and then I just funnel it into my bottles.
Hey Samantha, hey Sharon, how you doing?
Thank you, Annie. She says I'll be 59 in November.
Yeah, Sharon, Jess is very educational. She's my USA sis. She's given me some really good tips before, and we have a lot of fun talking to each other. We talk to each other offline as well as online. So, it's always a pleasure to have Jess. It's been a while since I've had Jess on the channel, so we decided to connect, and I said to her, let's get you back on the channel, and here we are. We went live together, and Charlie's got a question for you. He says, do you like microgreens?
I can't say whether I do or not because I have never done them. So something I'm not into.
Fair enough.
I haven't tried.
Firefly says, do you wear shoes?
No. 95% of my life I do not wear shoes. Firefly what?
Bumblebee T. Hello, Gemma and Keto. Jess. It sounds very interesting. I did a diploma in holistic therapy and want more natural ways to deal with health issues.
That's awesome.
And Bumblebee, your best bet is to go over to Jess's channel, and everything she talks about is from her experiences, and she'd probably be better to help you than what I am because I'm still very learning. I'm not very educated in that kind of stuff, but Jess has a lot of videos and topics that cover that, so I'm sure you'll probably find something on Jess's channel to help you.
So you all know I'm self-taught as well, but I'm still learning as well. There's always so much more to learn. I don't know it all, and I don't.
Absolutely, we're always learning, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't claim to be an expert.
Yes, Dwayne, I haven't been on. I haven't been on their channel in ages, Dwayne. I don't know if they're even doing YouTube anymore. I haven't seen them upload or stream for a good couple of years.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I haven't seen them upload or stream for ages. I've still subscribed to them, but I'm not seeing anything from them, so I don't know if they're still on or not. But yeah, I remember who they are. Yeah. They made that's one of the first streams I ever got moderated on. Jess, Shatters Jess, do you know any things we can do with dandelions? I've seen a few videos and dandelions grow in all gardens.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of stuff you can do with dandelions. You can make, my favorite is to make dandelion jelly. You can make dandelion salads. You can do fried dandelions. You can use the root of dandelion for medicinal properties. You can use it as a coffee. There's so many things that you can do with dandelion. Just make sure that if you go picking for dandelions, you do it in a field away from the street where there's no chemicals blowing on them or any debris or anything like that.
Firefly has another question for you. She says, do you make your own cleaning products, soaps, etc.?
Yes, I do. I make a lot of my own cleaning products. Not soap. I don't really do soap, but I do mostly my cleaning products. And the only soap that I really do is like my laundry detergent. I'll make that. But I wish I could get into soap making. I don't have the time right now. So maybe down the line I'll be able to make some room for that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good way of getting some more awareness to your channel as well. That I think that would be an interesting journey to see how you could make healthy soaps and things. And yeah, I think that would be good. Hey, crossover paranormal, how are you? Good to see you. Dwayne says dandelions are eaten in Mediterranean countries. I've never tried Dwayne, so I can't say what I think about it, but that sounds interesting, I guess. Goldie says, how do you do your laundry detergent?
I just do borax. I'd have to pull the recipe out, you guys. I have like 5 different binders of different recipes for different either food or products and stuff like that. But basically, I use borax, and then I use Nels Thapa or Zote soap, and I combine those two together.
Very nice. Firefly just dropped your link again in the chat. Thank you, Firefly. I did pin your comment earlier with Jess's link, and it should be pinned to the top still. I haven't changed it. But
Thank
I
you,
appreciate you dropping her
Firefly.
link in the chat. Hey, Mojo. Good to see you. I appreciate that, Bombi. I know you don't come around much anymore, but I appreciate you being in here. It's good to see you. Mojo, it's a pleasure to be here to see everyone. I was kind of worried about my throat today because it's like my voice has gone in and out all day. I'm like, no, I'm streaming tonight. I need to feel good. So I dose myself up with vitamin C and painkillers. So I'm just hoping my voice holds out.
Samantha
Pizza
says
Demon
we have to
says,
order borax from the UK. Wow.
yeah, I think so. Pizza Demon says, do you believe holistic treatments really work on their own?
I do. I'm a firm believer in that. I don't like conventional medicine, although I'm not against it. I'm not going to say it's not needed in certain situations, but I would rather treat myself and my family holistically way before I would
Yeah.
pharmaceutically. And I do personally have a team of people. I have a chiropractor that is a naturopathic, and then I also have a naturopathic and homeopathic physician that I deal with when I have anything that I don't understand or I need guidance in. I will turn to her.
Yeah. Firefly has another question for you. She says, do you save your seeds or are you involved in
I do. I
seed
do save all my seeds from the
trading?
garden. All the produce that I produce in the garden are heirloom. open pollinated. So I do save all my seeds, and
Yeah.
I am in a lot of seed
Sorry,
trading
guys.
groups.
My internet cut out for a second. I apologize.
I'm in a lot of seed trading
Yeah.
groups on Facebook and locally.
Nice. Bumblebee T asks you, Jess, what got you into a more natural approach and the holistic way?
Honestly, in my experience, I had a very bad allergic reaction to what is it? Prednisone. Very bad. It was like a reaction that lasted 2 weeks. And even though the
Ooh.
doctor prescribed me the medication, the prednisone, it was a huge, hefty shot they shot me up with. They were not willing to help me. Even though I was having this episode of an allergic reaction, they did not want to help me. And I said, never again would I go through that. So that basically took me down the rabbit hole of natural health and holistic medicine and things like that.
Yeah, Mojo says, I don't really understand keto. I've heard, can it make you put on weight?
I really don't understand keto. Can it make it? I mean, Mojo, I'm not an expert either. Like I said, I can only tell you what my life experience has been. I've been keto now for 13 years, and I don't know how exactly it works. If my stomach has just shrank and I only eat a certain amount of food now, but my weight fluctuates anywhere from 150 to 160 pounds. And that's the way it's been for the last like 10 years. I don't go any higher. I don't go any lower. It just maintains between 150 and 160.
Nice. Like Jess and me said, Jess speaks only from her experiences. Like, I speak from my autistic experiences about things. We're not medics or anything or professionals, but everything that we've talked about is about our own experiences. Hello, TMNT, which is HCF's second channel. You just came in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you have to wait 20 minutes to chat because I put the subscriber mode on, and I do also have slow mode on so that the chat doesn't go too fast for both Jess and for me. So there is the slow mode and subscriber mode on. And Firefly
Yes,
says it's the frog
Sophia.
juice.
Yes, Sophie, that is a steroid. You're right. Prednisone is a steroid. And anybody mentions a steroid to me, I'm like, nope, I'm out of here.
Firefly, what do you mean by frog juice? I'm confused.
So, Gemma, you know how I make my kale smoothie?
Yeah.
She is not a fan of the kale smoothie, and she thinks it looks like frog juice. So she's really named and nicknamed my kale smoothie Frog Juice.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay. That's a way to word it, I guess. I guess I would just call it green juice or something like that because it's green and it's juice, I guess. So, um, yeah, TMNT Goldie works in a food processing restaurant. So yeah, you mentioned food, it's putting her off. So yeah, she's
Bumblebee
not wanting to
says
talk about food right now.
Bumblebee says keto is less carbs and sugars and more protein and oils, and caveman existed on the diet, but it takes time to change
Hey
from the
Mary.
modern diet and what I understand. Well, technically, you are switching from running on carbs to running on fats, is what I researched. So you're taking in more fats than you are anything else, and the protein is supposed to be moderate. Your vegetables, your fibers are supposed to be really high.
Yeah, Charlie has a question for you. He says, Jess, can you at least lead me in the right direction on how to lose belly fat? I'm on the move 9 hours a day for work and I still have the tummy.
I understand that. I worked 3 jobs when I was working. I have 4 blown discs in my back, so that's why I do YouTube full time now. But I worked for 22 years in a healthcare system as a nurse's aide. So I feel you. I work 92 hours a week, working 3 jobs, and anybody that knows that field, you're on your feet 24 hours a day. You're constantly moving. I was 297 pounds, not losing any weight. It was horrible. So I feel you. Just learning to plan your meals and be consistent. That's the only thing. It took me, when I started keto, nobody was doing keto yet. I had to do all the research on my own. It was really frustrating.
Yeah.
I cried a lot because there was nobody out there to guide me or anything like that. So I'm actually doing like research-based information, trying to learn from the epilepsy. That's where keto came from. Keto was an epilepsy treatment for people that had seizures, children that had seizures. So I was reading all the medical reports, trying to figure it out. And basically, from my experience, what I learned is not to focus on the numbers and not stress yourself out. Don't be getting on the scale every 5 seconds to see if you lost weight or your belly's shrinking or anything, because the keto lifestyle, you'll lose inches before you ever lose weight, the pounds.
Yeah.
It don't ever show up. So the only suggestion I could say is, if you're going to do a ketogenic lifestyle, do it and stick with it and be consistent, and don't do the processed keto stuff. If you go to a store and it says keto on the box, it's probably not good for you. Don't pick it up. If God created it and made for you to eat it, then eat it.
Mooney has a question for you. She says, Mooney has a question for you. She says, Jess, from start to finish, how long does it take you to lose the weight?
Once I figured it out and I got all the research out of the way, it took me a year. It took me a year to get from 297 pounds to 150.
Wow. Sophie says, would this be good for a diabetic?
Yes. In my opinion, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, but yes. And it depends. It depends what type diabetes you have. Type 1 diabetic, no. Type 2 diabetic, yes.
Okay, that's good to clarify that. Joe says, Two Strip Pickles, my wife apparently does dirty keto. What's that?
Dirty keto is, so my husband does that too. He basically he'll eat keto food, but he'll also snack as well. And they're like, my husband, he'll eat if I make keto for dinner or breakfast or lunch, he'll eat that. But then at the end of the night, he'll eat a Snickers bar or ice cream or whatever. So we consider that dirty keto. It depends. It depends on the person. And then another definition of dirty keto is people that are keto, but they eat that slim fast keto stuff out of the box. You can go to the grocery store and get keto cereal, where it's technically not keto, but they're marketing it as a keto product to lure people in. So that would also be considered a dirty style keto.
Okay. Bumblebee T says, it's just gone past me. Jess, keto is highly recommended for chronic fatigue syndrome /ME. It's a microbiome issue, but I'm very stuck due to my living situation.
Bumblebee, do you implement apple cider vinegar as well? Apple cider vinegar in the morning is really good for the fatigue also.
Okay, Penny, welcome back. Good to see you. I'm sorry you can't sleep. I don't know if they haven't answered yet. Bumblebee, I don't know if you heard what Jess said, but she's just asked you a question. But okay, Goldie, thanks a lot. I know you're 2 hours ahead of me, so much love. Thank you for coming in and moderating as usual. Thank you. Have a good night.
Welcome back, Penny.
My dad was in his 50s and he says we need to let diabetes. Yeah, I've got an uncle who's, how is he now? He's 61, but he was diagnosed when he was 17 and he's a type 2 and he has to do insulin 3 times a day. technically he doesn't. He only does it once a day, but he's meant to inject 3 times a day, but it doesn't. So, Bumpy. Oh, there you go. She's on. They've answered now. Jess, I can restart apple cider vinegar. I took it for acid. Okay.
Yeah, I do apple cider vinegar because not only is it a fat burner, but it's also an appetite suppressant. So that will help also. It's also an energy booster.
Yeah.
And if you still have fogginess and fatigue and things like that, I would go extreme. I honestly believe in intermittent fasting and long-term fasting. I
Yeah.
try to implement the fasting programs in my life. So
Hey, Frank. Aren't you morbid? Good to see you, Frank.
I would definitely look into intermittent fasting and long-term fasting, and that will also reboot everything that's going on in your body, depending on how long you'll fast.
Yeah, Firefly has a question for you. She says, did you teach yourself to cook healthy? That pizza looks super yummy. Show it.
Show it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Gampro. Good
I
to see
did
you,
teach
buddy. How you
myself.
doing?
Like I said, there wasn't many keto channels on YouTube. I didn't even know about YouTube back then, really. Like, I just worked all the time. I didn't have time for the computer or anything like that. So when I was learning keto cooking, I was teaching myself, and I would just take a regular recipe that I knew wasn't keto, and I would take out the ingredients that weren't keto and replace those with keto recipe or keto ingredients, and I would play with that recipe until I got it to the texture and the flavor that I liked.
Yeah. Josie's my cat did text and say me telling me joke, but it seems like drinking vinegar would hurt you due to the acidity. Maybe mixed with water will help.
Yes. Listen, don't do anything without doing your own research. Please, always do your own research. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. Do your own research before you decide to do anything or make any move. Apple cider vinegar needs, it has to be a teaspoon. Sorry, Gemma, give me just a second.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar needs to be 1 teaspoon to 8 ounces of water. And you need to drink it with a straw. And make sure when you drink it, you put it behind your teeth so you do not get your enamel on your teeth eaten up by the apple cider vinegar. Again, do your own research.
Charlie just says, "Oh man, I just went to sub to Jess's channel, and I found out I'm already subbed. That's good, Charlie. At least you know you're subbed and you've rechecked it. So that's good." Yes, somebody says, "Stupid pickles. You need to dilute ACV in water."
And there's other people, that's just the preferred method that I like. I just like the apple cider vinegar and water. Some people can't handle that, and they do have like apple cider vinegar pills on Amazon, so you don't have to drink the water. And then some people doctor it up with lemon juice and stevia as well. I just do the apple cider vinegar and water first thing in the morning, and then I wait an hour before I drink or eat anything.
Okay.
And then I also brush my teeth.
Yeah. Annie says, "My dad always said any snacks with 10 grams or less of sugar he would eat. He loved to raisin candies." Oh, I know what you want. The chocolate candies. Yeah.
Yes, those were so good.
One raisin candy. Whoa, really? Wow. Okay, I think Miss Gemma here needs to cut down on eating her. Wow. Okay, that's real bad. Oops. That's not good. I'm gonna have to cut down on buying so much chocolate. Oh, I had no idea it's that high in sugar. Whoa. Okay, that's real bad.
Mooney
That's
says,
not
or
good.
Moonlight says, I love to intermittent fast. Yes, I do too.
Yeah, a lot of people that I know intermittent fast. I know a lot of people from my church and other people, they regularly do their intermittent fasting, and they believe it's a way to detox the body and things like that. So a lot of them do fast. Bombi says, "I used a recipe with ACV and other things and lost a lot of weight, but led to eating disorder. So now I just do ACV." Yeah, Bombi, this is the thing. Be very, very careful. Like I've said before, we're not medics or professionals, but everything we've talked about is our own experiences. If you are having problems like that, make sure you are in touch with a medical practitioner or someone. because that's very dangerous. If you get into the eating disorders thing, that's not my forte. That's not what I'm experienced in. So, yeah.
Thank you and welcome to my channel, Sophie. Annie says, I fast when I'm mad, laugh out loud. I eat when I'm mad. I'm an emotional eater.
Hey,
That's probably
sweet.
why
It's
I
good to
got
see you.
so
Long
big.
time.
I like to eat when I'm mad, when I'm anxious, when I'm sad.
Oh yeah, like I always crave like the naughty things that I know if I'm like Jess knows like if I'm upset or and I'm like, you know what, I want something that's bad, I want something that's sugary, I want something that's sweet, and Jess sometimes like, Gemma, it's probably not the best thing for you to be eating. I'm like, I really want it, and she's like, but Gemma, think about it. I'm like, and the last 3 or 4 times that Jess has actually taught me behind the scenes, and I'm like, I really want this, I really want this. I'm like, actually, no, and I've actually gone to put it back and actually not eat it because I'm like, you know what? No, I wanted it because it's a craving, but I didn't have it because I knew I was having a meal, so I put it away. So Jess has actually helped me to actually resist a lot of my cravings that I've had. I've sat here and gone, I really want them bag of crisps in my cupboard, or I really want something that's not good, and I'm like, no, I can't because I'm going to be eating. So Charlie, I will address that. Let's just say I've had issues with moderators and I've took a load of wrenches away. It's nothing personal towards you or anyone else in my chat, but due to the situation right now on my channel, I've been getting a lot of hate. And yes, therefore I've took away a lot of wrenches, and Jess knows about that because of the situation that my channel's been going through. So yeah, it's nothing personal. It will be restored and I will give you it back. I've took a load of wrenches, so it's not just yours that's gone.
Congratulations, Bumblebee. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Says
Congratulations, sweet. They just said they've lost over 100 pounds.
They
Hell
said that they don't have an
yeah.
eating disorder anymore, Gemma, and I kicked its butt.
Hell yeah. Congrats. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Awesome. Yeah, Charlie, I'll contact you on Facebook about that.
Fruits are not keto, Firefly. Fruits have very high amount of sugar in them, so stay clear of the fruits. Go to your berries. You can have your berries.
Thank you, Penny. You are too on my channel. There's you, super moderators. That's another thing I want to touch on quickly. Super moderators. I've been getting a lot of hassle from people in my chat saying they want a super mod wrench in my chat. Listen here right now. I'm going to make this plain. Jess already knows about this. There's Penny, there's Jess, there's Medic, and Charlie, who's in the chat. They're my 4 super mods who are in my chat. No one else will be getting a super mod wrench. Don't ask. Don't suggest it. If you do, I will ban you. Simple as that. That's all I'm going to say. Super moderators are people that I've trusted for years, people who know me, and Jess knows the reason why that she's a super mod. She's been super for a long time.
And that's what I'm going to say on that.
I'm not gonna put up with people trying to make me feel bad about not giving out wrenches. I've had enough of that crap. So that's the reason who is super mods. There's Penny, Jess, Medic, and Charlie. That's it. That they're the super. I've only got 4 super mods, and there's no one else who will be a super mod. So yeah, thank you, Penny. I don't want to make it seem like drama, but I've had it up to my back teeth. I've had messages behind the scenes telling me off for not giving out wrenches. So that's that. Exactly, Penny. And Jess is one of them. You're one of them because you've been behind the scenes with me. You know what it's like for me to cope with the chat and modding and chatting and so yeah, Jess, Penny, and anyone who the 4 mods that I've called the super mods, you know, you have access to do what you want. So I'm not worried about that.
Yes, blueberries and yogurt. Yum.
I know, Penny, it's all good. Bombay says, Penny, I tried the lentil dry pasta and the green dry pasta. I think it was spinach. Lentil pasta? That's a strange thing. I've never heard of lentil pasta, really. Wow.
I do the, help me out.
Smash that like button, Joe Fizz. Whoop, whoop.
I do the palm, what is it called? I can't think of it, Gemma. The Paul mini noodles. Have you guys ever heard of the Paul mini noodles? It's low carb. It's a keto. You can get it at Walmart, Amazon,
No, I haven't.
Kroger. The Paul mini noodles is, if I'm saying that right, I don't know. Anyways, it can come either in a can or like a package. And it's made from the palm tree, and they're really, really good. I especially like it with Alfredo sauce with chicken. It's super good.
Yeah, Charlie, your manager mod has been put back to you, so you've now got the manager mod access back. I just went into my studio on my phone and gave you the wrench back, so you should have it back on your name now.
That's what it is, Mooney.
Sounds like
Thank
the
you.
in the 80s. Mooney says pal mini pal.
Yes.
I can just pronounce it. How many? I think.
Paul, like the palm. So it's Paul Mini.
Oh, palm. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
struggling to pronounce it. I was like, haha.
It's all right. I was struggling to pronounce it, and I've been eating it for a couple of years. Or I think I found it like, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe a year, I think now.
Yeah, I'm trying to sound things out. When people put things in my chat, I'm like, okay, look at it first, try and sound it out. I'm like, but what? I'm kind of like, I don't know what that means.
Bumblebee says, I will look for that, Jess. Yeah, it's really good. I suggest when you open it
Charlie.
up.
I'm sorry if I caused you any distress, Charlie. I took a load of people's wrenches. Jess knows why, and so does Penny. I've had a lot of trouble recently, but yeah. Firefly says spaghetti squash. Do you grow it?
Yes, I do. I suggest if you eat the palm mini noodles real quick, though, is as soon as you open the can or the package, you rinse it and squeeze all the water out of it and rinse it a couple of times like that. Then the taste won't be so strong. I do grow spaghetti squash. That's another substitute I use. Some people use it for spaghetti noodles, the spaghetti squash. I don't. I typically like making a stuffed spaghetti squash, and my recipe is like a lasagna stuffed spaghetti squash. So basically you cook the squash, you pull out all the insides of it, and in a bowl you mix it with cooked hamburger, cottage cheese or ricotta cheese, Parmesan cheese, and some type of tomato. I usually use stewed tomatoes. Mix those all together, throw it back into the spaghetti squash rind, and then top it with whatever cheese you want to use, mozzarella, Colby, whatever. Top it off with that, put it back in the oven. Let me tell you guys, that is one of the best meals ever. I could eat that every day.
Oh, that sounds super yummy. That sounds good. Gypsy Mooney says it's a quick fix to substitute for pasta. I love that garlic. No, I can't stand garlic. Sorry. The smell. The smell makes me want to throw up. No. Every time my family eat garlic around me, I literally have to eat in the other room. Like my mum the other day, I was in her kitchen, and she put garlic on top of my stepdad's dinner, and I was literally like this. I was like, it was just disgusting. Our whole kitchen just stank of it. It was horrible. I was like, oh, that's nasty. Just sweet potatoes are a veg, not a carb. I don't know.
Sweet potatoes are not considered keto, but what I will tell you is I will have a sweet potato from time to time, maybe once every 6 months.
I love
or
sweet
potato fries. I do too. Sweet potatoes are definitely way better than your regular potato, but it does still have starch, carbs, and sugars, and those are the three you want to stay away from. But if you've reached your goals, this is the way I look at it. If you've reached your goals and you're at the weight and the optimal health that you want to be at, I don't see why you can't implement something like that into your lifestyle or into your diet every once in a while, as long as you don't go crazy.
Hey, CSC UFO, how you doing? Charlie says, if you really want to stink up your home, no chance, Charlie. My late grandmother used to cook chicken livers and sheep livers and stuff, and oh my god, the smell used to make me want to vomit. I hated it. It was gross. So no, thank you. You can cook it all by means or by yourself, but yeah, no, thank you.
No bananas. Yep, no bananas. And Penny says keto is too strict in my honest opinion. Honestly, I think keto is pretty simple. I don't have to count carbs. I don't have to count numbers or count this or that. I
Yeah.
basically eat what's out of my garden or what God has produced. If I go to the grocery store, I'll get a head of lettuce or vegetables or something that's not processed. It's
Yeah.
really, people make it more complicated than what it is. It's really simple. Not if you're a
Bumblebee says, thanks,
vegetarian.
Jess. I love a
Okay.
baked sweet potato, just like a normal jacket, but I put something under to catch sweet, gooey stuff from the base of the oven. Okay.
Now, Bumblebee too,
So Bumblebee eats it, but
I don't know where you're at
it's
or what your traditions and stuff like that. But I know a lot of people in the U.S. do sweet potato pie or bake sweet potato or sweet potato like with the marshmallows on top. You know what I'm talking about for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. You could actually switch that out for a squash. Instead of using the baked potato, you could throw in squash cubes, and they do have keto style marshmallows. And I made this for the first time last
nice.
year for Thanksgiving, and it turned out really, really good. But my carbs and my sugars were still acceptable for my lifestyle. So you can play around with stuff
Yeah.
and make
Joe
it.
says, nice. Joe says, my wife is so angry doing keto. Why is that? And all I can tell, she wants to eat.
Probably because she's not eating enough. And that's the thing. You shouldn't limit yourself when you're on keto at all. If you're going to be keto, that basically means you need to fill up your plate and eat as much as you want. As like literally, I can eat probably five. When I first started, I could eat a salad. It wasn't even a salad bowl, a mixing bowl of like 6 cups of lettuce in there, good lettuce, like or not your iceberg, that's not good lettuce, your romaine lettuce, like 6 cups of romaine lettuce with all your fixing, your cheeses and whatever. If you were to do a taco salad, you could do hamburger, or you could do a BLT with bacon and cheese and tomatoes and mayonnaise. And I could
Yeah.
literally eat 6 cups, and that's what I would eat to get full, so I wouldn't be moody and grouchy. You eat until you're full.
Okay, that's great. That's good to know. Bumblebee says that they're in the UK. Yeah, they're in a temporary living hotel situation. Bumblebee's having a bit of a difficult time with their living
Oh,
situation,
I'm
so they're
sorry to
going through
hear
a bit
that.
of a rough patch right now. But yeah, I'm not sure where in the UK they are, but I know they're in the UK somewhere. This has been one of my most successful streams, I think, so far that I've had.
Let's see. Moonlight says, keto, tell them the flowers. So, all the flowers you can use, to my knowledge, is the almond flour, the coconut flour. What else? I can't even think of anything else right now. I personally like the almond flour. I stick with the almond flour. Every once in a while, I'll put a dash of coconut flour in something to add a little boost, but I like the almond
Charlie has a
flour.
question for you. He says, can kale be considered keto?
Yes, kale is keto. Yep. All
Okay.
your
Uh,
all your leafy greens, all yeah.
you're welcome, Bumblebees. No worries. Firefly says, can ice cream be keto?
Yes, if you make it homemade. I make homemade, well, my husband makes homemade ice cream for me every once in a while. It's kind of hard if you have a hand cranked
Take care,
ice cream
CFD.
maker.
See you later.
It takes a lot of work, but he does make me keto ice cream every once in a while. One of my favorites is strawberry cheesecake ice cream. It is
Ooh,
delish.
yum.
Hmm.
Oh, that sounds delicious. I like anything cheesecake. So, oh, yum. That sounds good. Guys, if you have any last minute questions for Jess, I don't want to keep her much longer. We did say roughly about an hour. We've been on an hour and 20 minutes so far. So I know she has a lot of things to do, and I'm gonna try and wrap it up because my voice is going in and out. I can feel it. It's like starting to irritate me. So, but yeah, if you have any, Bumblebee says you can make kale crisps. Can Can that be keto as it's done in the oven?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And yeah, guys, I think we're going to wrap this one up, guys. If you've not got any more questions for Jess, I think I'm going to let her go, and I'm going to go and rest my throat and let myself rest because my throat is starting to suffer now. So yeah, I think we're going
Thank
to
you
wrap this
so
one up.
much for having me on, Gemma.
You're welcome, sis. Anytime, you know that. All you got to do is contact me and we'll sort another stream out. But guys, thank you so much for all the awesome questions and moderating. Guys, I will see all you guys another time. I know Jess is live again. You're live Friday, aren't you?
Wednesday will be my next one,
Wednesday.
but yeah, Friday too.
Wednesday and Friday, yeah.
Wake Up with Jess
Okay.
Wednesday.
Brilliant. Okay, guys. We shall see you soon. Firefly says, watch for dinner? We'll end on that question.
I am not sure. I have not planned that out yet, Firefly.
But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap this one up, guys. Thank you so much for coming in the chat. We've held 24 on and off for most of the stream, so thank you so much. Go over and subscribe to Jess's channel, please, guys. It would really mean the world to me and to her. And we'll see you all next time, guys.
Stay
Much
happy,
love.
healthy, and safe. Bye.
Bye. End broadcast. End broadcast.